welcome to the BreadNation SquadCast. Today, we're going to talk about mindsets and people's mentalities. So today, the topic that I got for y'all is poor people's mindset versus the rich people's mindset. Let me hear your thoughts. What y'all think? Do poor people just have this mindset where like they feel like they can't get out the situation they're in, or is it like, or they conditioned to believe, or just poor people just feel like they just have no way out? Like, what do y'all think?
I feel like that more so depends on the individual.
Really?
I know there's plenty of poor
like
people that have this great mentality that things will eventually work out in the end, and then there's others that just have that negative mindset.
What do you think? Where do you think that negative mindset comes from?
Like, what do you think it stems from? Damn lives, bro. They've been struggling and haven't been able to make something of themselves. Is this like feel like a failure or something, or is this like no matter how hard they try, it's like just had bad luck, or is just like they haven't found something that works? Like it doesn't matter what they do, they just feel like they can't get out.
So, do you think people's parents or their upbringing influences this type of mindset?
No, I think it has. Because I mean, if you watch if you grow up like watching your parents or there's people around just like struggle all their lives, they're like hard workers, it's like it's not like these people are lazy, like they really like make it like the best they can, really trying. It's like nothing ever happens to them. They just fucking nothing happens. It's just fucked. It's like that definitely like alter your way of thinking. It's like, damn, is this really how it's gonna be for me? It's like, am I just gonna work all my life and never make anything?
So if that's the case, right? So why do parents or just random people who are not rich push education and just working your whole life? Like, why do you think they push that?
I think this is a generic thing to say. It's like, okay, all right, stay in school, kid. Like, okay, it's basically them just saying, stay out of trouble. Like, it doesn't really have anything to do with school. I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. It's just like, don't do anything stupid that can get you in jail.
True. Okay,
that's just what I think.
That could be
but there's definitely people that believe that, school is the way. It's like education. You kind of I'm not saying like you shouldn't educate yourself. But I'm saying you don't have to.
Some people
spend
believe that school is mandatory.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, it's not necessary, bro.
That is facts.
I feel like, I feel like with that time period, it's like they're probably busy raising a kid or some shit. Because in those times, like people just getting pregnant, right? Like, was this necessary? It's like could you have avoided this? Yeah, but no.
I don't think they could have. Okay, what's it about? What is it about? Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Alright, so why do y'all think that school? What? What? Wait, what?
Important.
What about it?
Whatever.
Should be important.
I swear to fucking God. My mic wasn't
What?
recording this whole fucking time.
Bruh.
Everything I just said went to fucking waste. My mic was fucking... it wasn't the right one.
Good.
Ripping
Say it
it.
again.
I don't even remember half what I said. I used to be poor. The less money you have, the harder it is to make more money. I'll touch on it again at some point, bro. 5 minutes, and I'm gonna fucking kill myself. You guys continue.
Oh no, I'm gonna ask the question. Why do you think schools doesn't teach you how to make money? What do you think?
I think in the lower grades, it's too general. Right? You don't know what you want to be when you're a kid. You know, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a nurse, blah, blah, blah. But there's a reason hospitals are short-staffed and NASA is like the only big space company, right? So it's like, you need to teach kids like everything at a base level. And it's like, you know, you're learning maths and stuff. And it's like, they can't just teach you how to make money in maths because they need to teach you geometry. Maybe you want to go into engineering, building, you know, making spacecrafts or airplanes or like, you know, architecture. There's just, there's too much they need to teach you that they can't focus on one thing. And by the time you can focus on one thing, let's be honest, how many people come out of high school or whatever being like, I want to invest. I want to learn how the market works. I want to turn my money into more money.
Well, see, that's debatable because
like,
a lot of kids are not informed, so they won't want to do it because they just never heard
They
of
should
it
be
until
given
they get to
options.
college.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying though.
saying,
Like when kids know what they want to do, it just happens to not be that. I'm not saying it's their fault. Like you said, sometimes they're just not informed enough.
No,
but
most
it's
of the
just-
time, they're just not informed. That's why they never got the chance to do it. And then when they get older, they're like, "Oh crap, I could have did this, or I had that. If I had this option, I could have thought about it." You know.
And I think it's scary for people as well. You know, if you go into the stock market and let's say you invest a stack, like that's £1,000 or $1,000 that you have to, especially the first time you're investing, you have to sit there and watch your money go up and down, and you have no idea what the fuck is going on, right? So it's like it's scary for some people as well. And you know, you could always go through a company, but then that company wants to get a split, and then are you even making profit at that point? It's a whole lot for some people, and they don't want to fuck with that, you know? Even though it does pay off. It does pay off if you
I
do.
feel like if you do your research and someone guides you to do it, try to train yourself to do it, then it'll be simple. But if you just go in there blind, yeah, I can see how that'd be stressful.
Yeah.
But if you just take the steps to try to learn it, and you actually want to do it, then I feel like it shouldn't be a problem.
I think it's like, you need to like watch some YouTube videos of people who know what the fuck they're talking about, and then just start with small amounts, you know, just invest a little bit, see what happens with it, see, like, you know, are you making good calls, are you making bad calls, you know, if you're making bad calls, why? If you're making good calls, what was so good about them, and how can you take advantage of that to invest more money, to make better calls, and to get more rewards, you know? But again, I think, again, it's that first step for a lot of people. You know, again, if you're poor, how are you meant to get into investing? If you don't invest enough, you're not going to make a whole lot of return. But if you invest too much, not only do you risk losing it, but that's like all the money you have, right? So it's like, for example, with me, now that I'm working, I have money to work with. If that's something I wanted to do, I'm more comfortable to do that. I have more money I can toy around with now. But it's like before I was working, when I was still in college, I had no money, my mum had no money, my family had no money. They're not going to invest because, you know, they're living with the pennies at the bottom of the jar. You know, it's one of those things where you feel like if you're poor, you don't have the money to make money, kind of thing. You know? You know, you can't get a good education if you don't have money, because education costs money. So, what the fuck do you do? Not everyone's like the next fucking Mark Zuckerberg or fucking...
Sure.
The dude, Jeff Bezos. Like, not everyone is born a genius that can just have an idea and turn that into fruition. And when you're poor, the last thing you're thinking about is what the next company you're going to make is.
I mean, like, it wasn't just that he was a genius. It was honestly just a lot of luck. Like with those two guys, like, sure, they're smart. I'm not, like, doubting that. It's just, like, it's not just that. Like, you gotta get really lucky, bro. Like, it's just luck.
But then another thing as well, they had money to help them. Like, they weren't broke as fuck when they started these things. I mean, okay, you could argue Mark Zuckerberg was in, like, university, so technically he probably didn't have much money, but he had money.
He probably wasn't struggling.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but it's like... Think of someone you know in, like, another country or something who's poor right now. You really think that they're going to be the next person to make Amazon? They're probably not even thinking about what they could make. You know, it's like, for a lot of people who are poor, they're not thinking about the next big creation. They're thinking about how the fuck are we going to eat tomorrow? You know what I mean? There's too much going on. And, like, mental health plays a huge factor into that. You know, how are you meant to put yourself out there and try and better yourself when you feel so down all the time because you can barely provide for yourself, let alone if you're providing for a family or for kids or what have you, you know?
Yeah. Alright, so here's a question. Jason and the doctor. What do you think is the rich people mindset?
Make money, fuck out these niggas.
Huh?
I said make money, fuck out all these other niggas.
Alright, so why do you think that?
Well, every businessman only thinks about themselves and they only care for basically what benefits them. They don't go ahead and think of basically something that benefits the universal, like the whole, like, you know, the whole pie as a whole. They only think about their own slice. So it's like, look at like every like rich man. You can even say basically the 1%, Wall Street, Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck. They all own businesses. Now, say for example, if businesses had to pay a little bit extra, what would happen? They would uproar, right? Because that's their money. They don't want to lose their money. They want to make more money. That's their whole mindset. Now, now when it comes to basically comparing them to poor people, okay, poor people know more about what matters on the human factor than a rich person would. There are rich people out there who know how to have pure happiness. They know that it's not just from money. Some of them do business because it makes them happy. But when it comes down to the fine line, poor people can go ahead and have a better understanding of life and what it is than rich people because they're only focused on that one thing, and that one thing is money. Or profit, I should say.
Okay. Alright, so let me ask you this then. Do you think they raised their kids different? And how would you, like, okay, why? And how do you think they would raise their kids? How would you think, like, average rich kid would think compared to the poor kid?
With the average kid, well, I mean, shit, not from basically aside from like movies and stuff like that, but like, like rich kids, when say for example, like if it's a high school environment, obviously, you know, they're the rich kids, they're the popular kids, blah 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 blah. You know, some preppy schools, they have those rich kids who like make fun of the poor kid because he's poor and stuff. It's with me basically thinking about how they were raised in a sense was like what they had versus what that person did not have that they did. So like their parents probably were well in wealth, right? So they had a good start. However, say for example, the poor kid, he didn't have a good start because, you know, his mom was struggling, his mom's trying to get him through, you know, schooling and stuff like that. You know, all that. Exactly. Where and versus parents, like the rich parents, they don't care. They're just like, all right, you're going to this school. All right, boom. They pay whatever it is, and that's it. Poor parents. Oh my god, they be worrying about paying bills on time. They be worrying about the mortgage. They be worrying about other stuff than just basically their own kid. So when you say by raised different, I think it's more or less what that kid is basically surrounded by. Like the rich kid is surrounded by money and wealth, by all these nice things, right? While the poor kid is basically surrounded by nothing but like just basically absolutely nothing. Like he has his toys, he goes out, he plays games, all that type of stuff. He doesn't, you know, see fucking Ferraris or a mansion or go to the swimming pool and take a dip with Auntie fucking Marie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, So yeah, that's pretty much my take.
Alright, so let me see. I had a question too. I was gonna say, what do you think, like, comparing the two mindsets when it comes to like kids, right? When you're like in the household, do you think that what your parents are telling you like influences you to grow up in a certain way? Let's say like you're like probably like, let's say like 10, right? Let's say for example, let's say, okay, this is the poor mindset, like poor side, I should say. Let's say for example, you try to ask your dad or your mom for something, but they tell you no, you gotta work for it. But as a rich kid, you try to ask your dad or mom for something, they'd be like, they don't really say no, but they would say, why do you need it? Or like, I will teach you how to make this. What do you think? Like, what do you think is like the? I don't know how to put it. It's like, I don't want to say which one's correct, but it's just like, why do you think they teach those two things differently? Like, I don't know.
Well, some rich families actually treat their kids basically to go ahead and get their own money. Some do, but most of the time, like it actually, here's another funny thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like an actual thing or not, but I guess I noticed it more. Apparently, let's say for example, like a rich family has a daughter, they'll spoil the daughter more than the son. Like they'll go ahead and tell the son basically to actually like work for his shit, like how basically like the dad did.
See, I can see how that played an effect.
That's that old school mindset, the old school patriarchy.
Yeah.
I was about to get to that. That's like the provider is the male, like the protector, so that he needs to like have an establishment to get his own, while the girl really doesn't have to. That's what I was saying.
With poor kids though, it's like, I feel like more or less when their parents tell them no, it's because they have a budget, you know what I mean? And the kid doesn't understand that at that time, so he won't get it. So that's why they tell him, no, you gotta work for it. Because not only is it teaching them, like, listen, like, we're struggling, you don't know that as of right now because you're young, but you need to understand that when you get to our age, you might be in this situation, you might not. So we have to prep you to get into that work or in that work mentality.
Yeah, like one thing that my mom did with me as a kid, and I want to do this with my kids because I appreciate the fuck out of her for doing this, right, is that like we'd go shopping and maybe I'd want sweets or something, and you know, she'd give me some change or whatever, and sometimes I wouldn't have enough money to buy all the sweets I wanted. You know, you're a kid, you want all the sweets in the world, but you're not rich, right? And she did that so I can realize that, look, sometimes you're not going to have enough money. Sometimes you're going to have to put one or two things back on the shelf. That's just how things are going to be sometimes. And it just, from a younger age, taught me to understand, okay, I need to be careful with my money because if I spend it on all this stuff, I'll have nothing else for anything else I want. You know, that's always something shit. And it's like, you know, on some occasions, you know, she'd get it for me or whatever. She's not going to, like, starve me because I don't have the money kind of thing. It's her money anyway. But it's just, it was a great way to kind of teach me, like, you're not always going to have money for everything you want. You know, you have your money and things are expensive. You need to put things back sometimes. Sometimes you need to hold off. Sometimes you need to save up a little bit more money than you expected. That's just how things are, unfortunately. And she taught me that from a very young age. And I've always appreciated that because I've always had an appreciation for money. I've always seen money as like, this is precious, this needs to be like looked after kind of thing. And obviously now, you know, working a job and stuff, I spend money a bit more recklessly than I should, but I still worry. I still check my account all the time. I make sure there's money there. I make sure I have enough and that I've not spent too much, you know, because it's like, in the back of my head, I always have that voice, which is like, you need money because if you don't have money, you're going to be fucked. Like, don't throw away what you have type shit. That's the kind of thing I'd like to do with my kids. Just find a way to show them that you don't always have all the money in the world you think you have, and that money is a valuable resource. Because, like you were saying before, kids don't quite understand that. Kids don't have that, like, internal voice saying to them, like, this costs this much money, you only have this much, leaving you with that much. Right? That's just not an algorithm that kids have in their mind, because they don't need to have that in their mind. They don't work jobs, they don't look at prices, they see stuff and they want it. That's a kid, right? So I think the earlier you can kind of get them into the mindset of what money is and the value of money, the better it will be for them. Whether you're rich or poor doesn't matter. It will help kids who are growing up in poor families appreciate money more, and it will help kids growing up in rich families, you know, take more care of their money and be able to make even more money because they understand the value of it. Right? So I think regardless what family you grow up in, there should always be an emphasis on the value of money and the appreciation of money, kind of thing.
I can see that.
But whatever with like today's generation, like obviously as time went by, you had kids who way before we were born understood that, as to now where it's like people tend to spoil their kids a lot to the point where it's like,
yeah, I think that's
really
an issue.
realize that.
I think there's nothing wrong with spoiling them a little bit, but there's a line, and some people just like. I see working in a store, I see families that come in with their kids all the time, and their kids just throw shit in the trolley, and the parents just buy it, and it's like, are you not gonna tell this kid, like, calm the fuck down, or you'll be broke one day? Like, you know, I understand that they're kids, but they need to learn this eventually, but it's like, kids would just throw in, like, $20 worth of sweets, and the parents would be like, it's fine, we can buy it. Like, I don't know, I think parents are too lenient with their kids sometimes. You know what I mean?
Get why they do it though, because like they think about like how they
if you got
how their child was.
Yeah.
Well, true, but I'm just saying like they most of the time they do, and like I see why they would think like that, because they were just like, oh, how they look at like them as a kid, how they didn't get the certain stuff, so they would try to do everything and try to live their life through their kid, which is weird, but they do it. Like they were dead to buy the kid all the toys or all the stuff, or put them into these schools and stuff like that they never went to because they wanted to go to, but they just couldn't afford it. But now they can, but they can't do it. They're too, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. It's like now they're old enough, they can afford it, but they're too old. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna let my kid do it, and just live it to your kid. But it doesn't always work though. Like it doesn't always work. Like it just doesn't. Because then you're just teaching your kid not to appreciate anything, or you're just forcing your life onto your kid. So it's like either way, it's like damn. It's like your kid can't really get a break if you look at it. It's just sad. But on to mentality. So what is everyone's mentality right now? Like what is your mindset right now? Look,
in terms of
like just in life general, or just moving forward. Just like how are you thinking right now?
I think for as shit as 2020 has been for basically everyone, it's surprising to me that this is the year I finally been like, alright Leo, get your fucking shit together. Like this is legitimately like, in what's about to be 21 years, the first time I've ever sat down and be like, Leo, you need to start respecting yourself. You need to start taking care of your fucking self. Like, stop worrying about everyone else. Start fixing your fucking problems first. You know, so I think this is literally the first time in my whole life I've finally been like, yeah, get it the fuck together. You know, it's like
that you start that age. A lot of people don't even start now. A lot of people start at 27. So.
Yeah, so. Like I've never let myself fall back, but I've just never pushed myself either. And I think now I'm finally doing that. So it's probably the best fucking mindset I've had since I was born. Like, bro, I've never been this confident in myself. Like, I'm really trying to vibe this year.
What about you, bro? What's your mentality? What's your mind structure right now?
Like, I don't know. Like, I never really prioritize people. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like anyone is more important than me. I'm not saying I'm like completely selfish.
No, I get you. Yeah.
It's like, but I'm not gonna go out my way and put myself in a shithole to, you know, try to help somebody out. If I can help you, you know, I do my thing. But if I can't, well, you fuck.
Yeah, like if you have your own issues, you're gonna worry about your issues first. Like, no one else matters until you're okay. I mean, I respect that.
Cause like, I don't know. For me, I've always seen people just like prioritize themselves, like even like going broke, like putting themselves in these horrible situations. Like for me, when I see that, like whenever I see like anything that is like negative or how people fuck up their lives, like I take that person. It's like I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna take that as a lesson. It's like, okay, you didn't learn, but maybe I can take something from this. But yeah, this is kind of how I've avoided a lot of bullshit that I just did not do.
So you're aware of those around you. You just took that to your advantage. Like, you was aware that, like, okay, this person did that, so that's a no-go for me. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, he just got locked up. Let's not do that.
It's like, I wanna walk around free. I don't want no bedtime.
Yeah, but I wanna get in a place where I'm consistent with just anything I do. Like that's why I'm not getting like I can see it. I'm just not quite there. Like I wanna be consistent with everything I do, whether it's just working out or just something hobby. I can stay on track, get it done. Like I don't know, cause sometimes I have my days where I'm just like doing everything, taking care of shit, and like it feels nice, and then it's like I just kind of fall off.
And then the next day it's like, yep.
Yeah, like over the years, it's always been that with like working out. Like some nights I'll just like literally just work out for. I'm just like, what am I doing?
Yep. That's been the struggle for me for 2 years. I'll be consistent for like 4 months and then I just fall off.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
Bro, like you start to feel good and then you just stop. Like,
and you just stop. And I don't know why, because like I want to get back into it, but my body's like, no. I'm like, yes. Like, just fighting with myself.
Like I have this vision of myself that I want to get to. This shit is just hard.
What about you, what is your mindset? What is your mentality?
Very similar to Leo. This year, it's gonna be my year. I'm just trying to focus mainly on me. I decided to make the decision of dropping out of high school. I mean, not high school, college.
I was gonna say, it would drop out of high school.
That's different.
I saw you graduate, my guy.
He's like, I was standing right next to you. You definitely graduated.
Like, bro, I was gonna say talk your shit, and I was gonna say take your shit back.
Hey, so expand on that, Lamar. Why did you drop out of college then?
I was in college.
Was it for him?
For something I didn't want to do.
Which
I was
was
doing it to please my parents.
Honestly.
So I was like, that's out. I have my plan. Told them to get done. They said you have about 6 months. If shit's not working out like your plans, you're gonna be kicked out. Fortunately, COVID hit, gave me some extra time.
Hey, it was a blessing in disguise.
But yeah, that shit's working out a lot better.
Talk about a blessing and a curse.
I can afford my classes for my future endeavors.
Okay. Yeah, talk your shit. Yeah.
So what are you doing right now? I'm interested.
Me?
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was I wanted to be a 3D animator for video games.
And what have you done to achieve that so far?
I've just been doing a little bit of self-teaching with some free videos on YouTube, and I had saved up money so I can take some courses.
Alright, so you're not sitting on your ass then, you're actually working for this then?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Because that's the issue when like
doctor?
People have a mentality and they never follow up on that.
What is your mentality? What is your mind structure right now?
To be honest with you,
why do you sound high as fuck? Are you smoking?
No, actually, I told you I'm editing while we're fucking recording.
Yeah, I know.
Well, stop your editing for like 5 minutes so we can hear about your mindset.
I've been there.
You just sounded so out of the way.
You see, the thing is, like...
No, it's just...
Man, it's been a rough day, and
it's been a rough day.
Bro, I'm just trying to call it a night and sleep.
I've been recording editing. Fuck, man, I'm losing my mind. Anyways,
what's your mindset?
Nah, really, to be honest with you, like ever since like me and my brother had this talk about like YouTube and shit like that, like I've been kind of like giving myself more. I wouldn't say confidence, but like the boost to like actually push me to like actually edit.
You've been trying to motivate yourself.
See, yeah, I would say motivation. Yeah, I wouldn't say confidence because like I'm confident about making the video. It's just the motivation of editing, and then let's say for example, like I gotta go look for this and I gotta go look for this track and all that. Like that's basically what I mean. And like he basically told me like, if you do YouTube right now, like where you're at, until my age, you might be up there. And I said, you know what? You got a point. Because the way I'm looking at everything now, I got like the next 10 years until I'm 30. What am I gonna be doing between those 10 years? You know what I mean? Like I know I'm gonna be working, but I want to make myself comfortable when I hit 30. So like if I have to do YouTube and I have to start off with a game like Fighters, and then like all of a sudden, I don't know, Fighters fucking ends down the road and, you know, basically move on from there. So more or less just trying to basically pump out videos. Hopefully get fucking big off of them and just do it for fun after a while. Cause like I have
just gotta ride the wave, man. Take advantage of it, and whenever that shit ends, you just find something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty much gonna be doing. That's, in my opinion, the only way as of right now. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I wanted to do.
There's gonna be a lot of games coming out, so like,
you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing I'd recommend is not necessarily branch out early, but show a couple things off here and there that aren't fighters, because the last thing you want is to get caught in this endless loop where everyone wants to watch fighters. You try and upload something else that you're enjoying and no one wants to see it, to the point where fighters burns you out. There was a similar thing with like the YouTuber CDog VA. He got so caught up in doing like, you know, fake prank calls and stuff, sounding like Sebastian from Black Butler, because he's British and he's a voice actor, to the point where he tried to do anything else, no one gave a fuck. You know, like the Anime Man, he actually made a bunch of Let's Plays on like visual novels and stuff. He tried making normal anime videos, no one gave a fuck, until they just forced it and they were like, look, I don't care what the fuck you guys want to watch. I want to do this. If you don't want to watch it, whatever. You know, and now they're obviously fucking huge YouTubers. But like, just be careful you don't get sucked into fighters. Because if one day you don't want to upload fighters, it's not your choice anymore. Because your viewers want fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, I'm just gonna do fighters for now. Because I know, like, me and Chase were talking about it, like, one thing I do want to do, if I actually have this thing going out, is actually enter into one of the Evo tournaments and actually try my best.
Justin at Evo. Hey.
Because that dude was touching kids.
Huh?
What?
The dude that runs Evo, I thought they canceled it because he was touching kids. Like
I'm looking this up.
Look it up.
So basically, the producer. I'm waiting my turn.
Oh, no. He's not even capping. Evo Online cancelled after co-founder accused of sexual misconduct. He's not even bullshitting.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jason said this before.
I did. Basically,
a lot of people.
Basically, there's evidence of shit that happened in the past and whatnot. Things that happened with not just the producer, but with a whole bunch of other people who are well known throughout the years of Evo, and it's just like it was like around the speak up movie going on.
Oh, is that why everybody's hating Sonic Fox?
I don't know about Sonic Fox.
Yeah,
but other
that has
people,
something to do with the Skullgirls fighting game.
Oh.
Yeah,
they put his character in a map and people were upset about it.
Really?
I know what you're talking about.
Really?
I know what he's talking about now.
I don't get why people get so mad at Sonic Fox. He's just trying to vibe.
I mean, shit,
back to
literally.
You. Let's go over Chasins and then we'll digress a bit.
What is your mentality, your mindset right now, you bum ass nigga? Come on.
So you just get treated like that? Okay.
Stella Sim.
No, talking about rape.
What?
No, continue.
What?
Continue. No, back to your mentality.
No.
Continue.
Oh, dope.
The mic is yours. Take it.
Can I talk? Basically, like what Justin said, I do want to take this YouTube thing serious. My problem, and I'm working on it, is always going to be the motivation aspect of fighting my own laziness. I know what I want to do. I've been through the whole career path of things I thought I wanted to do and not really wanting to do it. It's good to have the skill, but it's not something I'm passionate about. I know I'm very passionate about games. If I can make money doing it, which I always have considered in the past, to this day, I'll fucking do it. I'm trying to do it as you speak. I'm just pushing myself as much as I can to just I know it's not gonna be easy. I already have the mindset of everything going on, but I don't plan on staying with my job for freaking how long. I honestly plan on leaving
I know that feeling.
I say by February or so, whatever. Because this is
Really?
it's not that I'm not getting. It's not that I'm not getting hours. It's I have no. I mean, it's gonna be 2 years.
Oh, wait, it's February.
Because
That's 5 months.
Yeah, because I started last year February. I'm already a year and some months.
Oh no, I mean I wasn't expecting you to be leaving within the next 6 months. I don't know you were planning on leaving already.
If I get super tired to the point, is then I will. Because it's not that I'm not getting the hours and shit, but it's all this work is.
So do you really want to be doing this 5 years from now?
I don't know. That's about.
You know,
I'd rather go.
I know with my
store,
I don't
job,
want to be
getting more money. If I could do something else, getting more money, then I would do it. But it also has to be I'm the type of person that has to it has to be in the timing. I can't just not a lot of people can say oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go do something. No, I plan shit out so I don't set myself up. Because it's not like I'm not getting hours and I am getting the hours.
So
it's
you
just
don't set yourself up. I remember this.
Just Mikey takes notes.
I've been taking notes.
It's the situation.
You know that Death Note meme where he's got one hand grabbing potato chips and the other hand writing? That's Mikey right now. That one Death Note meme.
I'm just looking at the book, taking down what I feel is important or any questions I have.
Alright.
Basically it.
Just start interviewing us. Alright.
I'm not really interviewing y'all. It's just shit I'm thinking of at the time. I just don't want to forget. That's what it is. I didn't even go over my mentality.
No, that's what I was going to say. Your time.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Mamba mentality.
Yeah, Mamba mentality.
No,
Red
Kobe's
pill Mamba mentality.
That's Kobe's
Alright,
mentality.
red pill mentality.
Mikey's mentality.
Mikey the bully's mentality. Let's hear
The
it.
king.
Mikey's 2 years from now, I plan to bully more people.
Oh, bro, I'm not no bully. Dang.
You're right. Mikey the King, aka part-time bully, aka red pill Mamba mentality. Let's hear it.
Hey, bro. Keep playing with me.
You hear it? He's threatening my life.
Alright, bro.
He's just taking this out of proportion, bro.
Oh no, right now, I just know that it came to a point where I'm in my last year of college, semi-last year, where I just want to be able to since my schedule is flexible, I'm gonna try to find a job so I can get my certification for personal training. Then after that, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on my main YouTube channel, because I want to go back into it. Because I don't know, I just love editing, just doing stuff for that. But I just haven't decided what I want to put out. It's I was doing 2K, but I just wasn't feeling it. It's I want to do basketball videos. That's what I really love. But just I don't know what I want to do with basketball, with YouTube. I don't know exactly how I want to put it out. What type of audience.
What about some IRL?
So it's just for me, just trying to. I was thinking that. I don't know. For me, it's just trying to branch out in there. I just don't want to be stuck. It's oh, there's 2K, dude. Cause a lot of 2K YouTubers do that. They start playing it. Starts off tutorials, jump shot videos. Then they just talk about fun stuff they do, builds you can make, and then it just comes to a point where it's okay, I hate this trash ass game. They take a break, then they just switch to in real life stuff and don't even talk about 2K, but they still consider 2K YouTubers. It's crazy. That should just get me tight. I just don't want to be in that bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I played 2K because at that time it felt fun to me. But then I realized when I was playing 19, this shit was just not fun. Like, it just wasn't. Like, I was just bashing the game every video. I was not having fun. Even when I was streaming it, it felt like torture. It's like, okay, I'm winning. I'm still not having fun. I'm losing. I'm definitely not having fun. Like, I just don't know. So it's like, for me, it's just trying to figure out what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I want to make this podcast lit and just work on that as well. I don't know, I just want to get, as soon as I get my personal training certification too, I just want to make sure it lines up. So eventually I can try to put content for that out there as well. And also try to look for athletic training. Like, I'm just trying to get everything out, all the certifications out, so I can just get my shit out there.
Trying to get everything in order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a big issue. Like, I mean, a lot of games have this, but like 2K is definitely one that does, where it's like there's only like, okay, there's NBA Live, but we're not going to talk about that, right? So there's there's
be a lot better than 2K if they put the right things together.
Yeah, but like for now, it's like there's one 2K game, and either you're playing that 2K game or you're not playing basketball games, right? So it's like if you want to do basketball videos, but the one basketball game out there is shit, well, fuck, what do you do, right?
Like, that's out the window. Like, now you just gotta talk about basketball like you know it.
It's like
research it. You can do theories. You can talk about. You can bash this player, have debates. Like, oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. I'm just trying to figure out what I fall in or what I want to fall in. You know.
I think.
Could sit here and have debates.
The only thing I say is, I think when it comes to 2K, you need to find something in 2K that is more fun than winning to you. You know, like, you need to find something where it's like you could lose every game, but you're still laughing your fucking ass off. You know, like some dumbass build that shouldn't work, but it kind of works, so you're gonna meme on people. Right? I think that's something that you need to try and find.
I had it in 2K19. I don't remember what it was, but that shit's funny.
Like, you need just like a super tall, slow ass character that looks like a beefy center that just shoots threes and breaks ankles. Like, you need some dumb shit like that, right?
Oh, that's just a playmaker for.
Yeah. But like, that's what I mean. Like, you need something that's just fun to do. So it's like, yeah, you lost the game, but you probably made their life hell, and that's fucking hilarious, right? It's like with Call of Duty, you can't be taking that shit seriously. You need to do dumb shit because we all know for a fucking fact Call of Duty's not entertaining. You need to make it entertaining. Like, they should be paying us to make their game entertaining. Like, we're paying them to have to figure out how to have fun in their game. You know what I mean?
I can definitely make COD entertaining, but like, I don't have a passion for that. That's the reason why I never touched it. It's not even about like being good. Like, I can make that game funny, like, just because the shit I do, especially like me just playing with people. Like,
I mean, you could always just do like kind of one-off videos, like not even like do Call of Duty every day. Like, you know, maybe focus on your 2K thing, but every week or two, you know, just put out a Call of Duty video, just see how it does, see if people are feeling that kind of thing. You know. You know, there's nothing wrong with like if you have like a main thing you want to do, there's nothing wrong with just like every now and again putting out a video that's a bit more out there just to see, you know, are people feeling it, what's the vibe, you know. There's always something that can be looked at. Let's see, what else is on this list?
My next question, I was just like, have you changed in the last 5 years?
Most definitely.
Okay, go first. Go first, Lamar. How do you think you changed in the last 5 years?
Where were you 5 years ago?
Me?
Talking about me?
No,
I was a bitch.
Not you yet. We're gonna get to you next.
I'll get you. Come on, Lamar. Where were you 5 years ago, and how's that changed to today?
I was a bitch, and I was always trying to.
And why are you live streaming?
Trying to carry other people's. Hey, yo.
Why are you screen sharing in Discord?
Huh?
This dude dead pointed. This dude dead pointed the camera at his face. I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
I didn't know we used the camera.
My phone
Yo,
was
we're
in my
doing
pocket.
that.
My phone was in my pocket.
He just pulled it out, pointed it at his face, and was like, "Oh shit!" And I turned his phone over.
How you gonna say your phone was in your pocket, but I saw the ceiling?
Because you see me take my phone out my pocket. You said it was on the video thingy. I took my phone out my pocket to look at it.
Oh shit. Like, I just saw it pop up on my like left TV, and I was like, "Wait, Lamar's streaming on Discord? What the fuck?"
I thought you was talking to Justin at first.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
All right, Lamar, where were you 5 years ago? How has that changed to where you are today?
Me 5 years ago, me even 1 year ago, actually. Always trying to carry other people's burdens, worrying about other people, not putting myself first.
Like, and I feel it. I feel it.
I was hurting me on a physical and a mental level, but like I said, this year I've been focusing on me, making sure I have everything straight before I worry about anybody else.
Because I got it on me. Exactly. Let them know. Now, you the doctor above me. What about you? The last 5 years, how have you changed?
Well, I ain't that quiet anymore. Let's start with that.
You're not quiet. Oh, so you're more vocal. Okay.
Let's see. I don't hate everybody anymore.
That's good. Get rid of the hatred. That's what's up. Vocal, no hatred. Okay, I see you, Monk. I want to
say that's pretty much it.
Justin, you know what I think you need?
What?
I think you need like dead ass. Like I'm not even like trying to joke around with this, right? I dead ass think you need to like take a week to go somewhere with some mountains or something, and you just need to go like mountain hiking, like either on your own or with one person. Like you just need to go out and enjoy nature for like a week away from social media and enjoy yourself.
But he does that though.
Yeah, I do that already.
When's the last time you did that shit? You're online every day.
I haven't been able to do it this week, or not this week, this year, because fucking one, because of COVID. Two, fucking the person that I usually go to like fucking hike with, he's off of college, so I ain't gonna be able to do that shit. And three, more or less, it's the place that we usually went to go hike at. Like it's like what, an hour drive, so I would have to drive an hour like almost every fucking day.
No, camp there the night, or for a couple nights.
I would too, to be honest with you, but
like, obviously now it's kind of hard to do. But like, you know, maybe next year, just like you know, turn your phone off, go out into the mountains for a couple days,
and become a real monk.
Yeah, like I'm not even saying like do full. Like, I'm not saying like full monk, like full in silence, nothing every day. But
no
like,
hatred.
At least
more vocal.
I'm saying give that lifestyle like a taster test. I think you'd benefit from that quite a bit, actually.
He does. He's a nature boy.
I don't know. Like, even when I was at my edgiest, there's something so beautiful about the way nature is made that is like, you need to appreciate it. Like, when I used to go to Portugal every year, whenever we drive, whenever we're on like the highway and you see the mountains and the sunset, there's just something so beautiful about how it all aligns. That just really clears your fucking mind. You know what I mean?
Like that.
I'm not a nature person, but I can relate. I can relate though. I'm not a nature person, but I can.
Like one day I just want to go like, I don't know, fucking like Himalayas or some shit and just chill.
I'm more of a tropical kind of guy.
Okay. I respect that.
Don't really care for mountains.
Where would you want to go? Like somewhere like where tropical do you think you'd like to go, or just kind of anywhere?
Somewhere with a nice beach, just stretching out for a couple miles.
Like the Bahamas?
No. No.
This nigga.
Hell no.
Wait, what did Lamar say?
Jamaica is
Jamaica?
Because they just don't treat.
Why would you accent Jamaican? Why would you accent Jamaican if you want to go back? Why?
It's like fucking hell. It's taken him 3 centuries to get out. I don't think he want to go back.
That exact answer.
The problem with that is like, okay, maybe like 10 years ago you noticed like how great the beaches were, but then like after a while it's just like they just don't really take care of them. It's like it starts to get dirty, and it's like you can just see how they mistreat the places. Places that used to be really beautiful, just like this like dirty.
Like you kind of need to go somewhere that people don't fuck with, like a beach that like not many people go there, so there's not really any dirt there. It's just kind of left as it is, and you can enjoy it.
It's not about people going there. So it's just like how they treat it, like, you know. I don't know. Like, the only place I've been to with like a really nice beach is the Cayman Islands, like because I was there for a decent amount of time.
I was gonna recommend it, but I forgot you lived there.
Yeah, I lived there for a little bit, so like there, like the beaches are really nice. Like it's always just really just clear.
Because I always hear good things about the Cayman Islands. One day I
Bro,
want to go
the
there.
beaches are just beautiful. Honestly, man, if you want to go there, just let me know. We're playing some shit.
Rohan's like, I'll take any excuse to go there for like a weekend or something. Like,
it's just really nice show. Like honestly, you get a good job there. Like money is great because it's like close to the like pound, so it's like you're getting some real money.
right, boys. I'm laying it down now. One day in the future, when we have the BreadNation house, we need to go on a BreadNation trip to the Cayman Islands. All six of us.
Bahamas, like,
All six of us.
Like, Hawaii. Like, there's mad nice
Oh
places.
yeah,
Fiji.
definitely go to Hawaii. Oh, Fiji, I need to get that water.
Get that Fiji.
We could probably find like a cruise that stops by each, like not all of them, but like some of them, at least two spots.
I've never been on a cruise before. I don't
Me
know.
neither.
It's great, honestly. It's fucking
Okay.
good.
I've heard some good experiences and some bad experiences. But mostly good though.
It's like I think I was like 7 when I went on it. Like it was great. I'm pretty sure I got lost at some point on the cruise, but it didn't even matter.
Hey, you're here today. You're here today.
He got lost and didn't even know he was lost.
I was just having a great time.
How did you get lost on a boat? Like,
You know, if you're having a great time, I don't think you were lost.
I think it sounds like you're in the exact right place wherever the fuck you are.
Pretty sure I
Sound
went
like you
to a
were lost.
casino at some point.
Hold on. Did you say you were 7?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Just walking to see like a
Yo, have you seen that meme of that like 8-year-old boy dancing in a nightclub and he's got like glasses and a jacket?
That's probably Russia, honestly. It's so
Bro,
weird.
I imagine that being Rohan in the casino, little 7-year-old just like jiving around and shit.
That's the dance moves right there.
Bro, that boy had the moves. Like,
Oh, man.
I just want to see him in one of those things where it's like, you know when they do those things for actors, like child actors, and it's like, where are they now? I want to see it for that kid. I want to see what he's doing. Like, is he a dancing instructor or some shit now? Like,
No, that'd be funny. But Chase, what about you? Have you changed in the last 5 years?
I went from someone who just did shit to do shit to wanting to do what they want to do. Like, finally understanding, like, I know what I always wanted to do, but
Nigga, what? Speak English.
I'm getting to that.
I wanted to do something that I didn't do something that I wanted to do. Like,
he's trying to say he's always had the idea, but he's never moved on that idea. Now, he's moving on that.
Not more of that, but it's like, it's happened out. Is that, is like, I did shit just because, like, yeah, did it thinking there was gonna be, like, I was gonna have some type of, because like I said it before, like I went to college and I was supposed to get a job, like working with my earth science teacher and doing animation, but she wanted me to learn myself in school, but it never really happened. I learned something else entirely different. So then I was in that degree the whole time, and then
funny. I was rooting for you.
Pretty much lost.
Too. I was rooting for you that year. You said that. Where you go working as a teacher? Sounds great. Shit happened.
Now, it would have been dope.
Yeah.
But it's like, I didn't really learn shit. I learned something else entirely different as a whole. But came to the understanding, it's always just been gaming. So I'm trying to push
like a
myself
whole
more
lot of
into gaming.
hoopla. What about you, Rohan? Have you changed in the last 5 years?
I mean, like, let's see. That's still fast for how I'm thinking. Like, I understand a lot more. Like,
Whose kid is that?
Like,
Probably Lamar.
I don't know. It's like there's some things that just haven't changed. Like, and I have no intention of ever changing. It's like the things I prioritize are just like, I don't know. It's like I see the world for what it is. But that being said, I understand and I see like the beauty of it, and not just. Like, it's not one-sided. Like, you know, like
you're not looking negative. You're not only looking negative, you're also looking positive.
Yeah, like definitely when I was younger, I was like more like pessimistic and shit. Now I'm just like I'm more a bit open to everything. I see it like for what it is. Like, yeah. And I mean, it's mostly like mental stuff. I haven't really done anything. Like, I need to start taking care of my body. Like mentally,
because when I say change, it doesn't really only have to be physically. It can be mentally.
No, I'm just saying.
Financially, it could be anything.
Financially, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, that's still a problem. I'm still working.
Rohan's like, I'll get there. Just give me a moment.
What about you, Leo? 5 years.
Phew.
Have you changed?
Bro, like, we need to remember that 5 years ago was before both my exes. Right. That's been like 5 years for me has honestly felt like my whole life. Like, dead ass. Like, looking back at everything I've done and everything I've been through and stuff over the last 5 years, I honestly I barely remember my life before the last 5-6 years. Like, it's a blur at this point, right?
What are you, The Last of Us?
Nah, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely in a much better place. Like, it's been really fucking rocky over the last 5 years, from like everything from me and my relationships and stuff, but also to like, you know, almost not graduating college and like losing my auntie, losing my grandmother, fucking like just a lot of stuff has fucked me up over the last 5 years, and mentally I have completely lost my shit over the last 5 years. But with that being said, like, after, you know, getting kicked to the fucking ground so many times by myself even, like, you know, like I said, now I've finally decided shit needs to change. Like, it can't stay this way, you know. And it's just I've been, especially over the last 5-6 years, in this constant cycle of just like, I need this but it hurts, but I need it kind of thing. And I've just been like,
SpongeBob. But I need it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm more out of that now. You know, it's just like, I need someone to love me. I need someone to care about me. I need people's opinions of me to be good. You know, and just like from, you know, similar with Justin, to where I just fucking hate everybody. You know, and it's just like, I don't want to be seen in public. I don't want people to fucking talk to me. I want to be left on my own. But then when I'm on my own, I talk shit to myself. So it's like, I can't get away from it because I treat myself like an asshole. Right? And it's like, it's only now in this year that I finally broken out of that, in the sense of like, you know, now I'm trying to do better at my job and I'm trying to move up, even though I'm gonna leave. But for the time being, I'm trying to move up. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating healthier. I'm trying to take care of my physical health and my mental health, and just I'm finally trying to sort things out instead of trying to pick up everyone else, fix everyone else's problems, be there for everyone else. It's like, look, it's about time I focus on myself, because I've done nothing but beat myself up and literally mentally torture myself for years. And it's like, I need to stop fucking doing that. It's not fucking healthy. And I'm glad I've finally been able to convince myself it's not healthy. Like, I've finally gotten through to myself, and that feels fucking great. So yeah, I've changed a ton over the last 5 years. I've been at the very fucking bottom, and I'm finally climbing the ladder. And it's about fucking time. You know?
Well, I guess for me, 5 years ago, I was like, what, 16? So yeah, I was in a dark place. I lost my grandfather. I lost my 2 friends. I lost Zaire. I lost Louis and Justin. I lost my grandmother, my grandfather, my cousin. Yeah, so I lost like 6 people. And through that course, so it's just like, I had to understand death, what it is. Like, try to beat myself over it. Like, when am I gonna die? Like, it was just like crazy, because I just didn't, like, people were just dying year after year. And I just kept losing more people, and I just didn't understand like what was going on. This is a part of life. Like, no one was there, like you know, guiding me. I had to figure this out. Damn. This dude was 13.
Confusing at first.
It was like, I was like, damn, he 13, he lost his life. Like, damn, Zaire's 15, and he lost his life. I was just like in my next life, what's going on here? I just didn't understand. It was hard, and then, you know, going through the whole relationship phases with the puppy dog love. It was just too much, man. it's too much. Like I was going in and out of this relationship, trying to find myself in these people, trying to get them to fix me some dumb shit. Oh, what the fuck? That's some dumb shit. Man. And in reality, like that's not really what I wanted. I just wanted someone to understand me, not really fix me. But my body unconsciously just wanted somebody with that warmth just to fix me. And I would just let these women just do what they want. And it was just so stupid. And I felt stupid. Like, what the fuck was wrong with me? I don't know. And then when it came to family, I just felt like disconnected. Just like I didn't really understand like my siblings, my parents, and so on and so on. It's just I didn't feel a bond with none of them. I just hated everyone at one point. But I got over it eventually, thank God. But it's just like I never really felt close to them. Even to this day, like I'm slowly opening up, actually open-minded to the fact that I like to hear their side of the story.
I think you seeing them recently really helped with that.
Yeah, it did. Like just open up that door. Like, okay, I'm older now. Like I would like to hear your side of the story. Versus when I was 16, when I would just kill you. I don't want to hear it. Like I don't want to hear what you did. Like no, I was really like that. Like bro, I had anger issues. I really had anger issues. I was not trying to hear it. Yeah, like I was not trying to hear it. Like if you said something that pissed me off, I had to walk away from it. I just was not trying to hear it. I was just a high. I didn't know my emotions was everywhere. I didn't know how to control it. I was not understanding. I was closed-minded. I was not open-minded. I did not give a fuck what nobody said. I just didn't. But through those 5 years, I just had to take the time to understand myself, understand life for what it is, and just trying to love myself. And just get to that point where it's just like, it's me against the world. I got me. Nobody else got me. I just had to understand it. And man, it took me a while. I wish I would have had it when I was younger, but you can't really, it comes to you when it comes to you. Some people are just fortunate to have it when they're younger. Some people just don't have that luxury to get it when they're older. There's people out here to this day who are like 70 who don't love themselves. So, it's really just you and your journey. And that's what I had to figure out. Like, who is Mikey? What do I want to do? What can I do? What can I do to change it? Instead of just complaining about it, what can I do to change it? What can I do to get better? It's just like, did I work out today or did I get better? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what was going through my mind for 5 years. Just being a hothead, very disconnected. I was very closed-minded. I was brainwashed. I didn't understand death. But today, total opposite. Love myself. I'm very open-minded. Got no anger issues. Very understanding, and I don't do relationships. So, yeah.
And I don't do relationships.
Yep. Not saying that I'm not open to it. It's just right now I just don't see the point. Like I don't mind having like some person there we can vibe, but you just gotta understand that it's not going any farther than you think it is, and I will let you know. Like I'm not gonna try to drag you along this road and like, oh, let's go with the flow. Like, nah, I'm good, bro. Goodbye, love. Like I'm good.
You don't want someone dragging you down with them. Like,
nah.
You go down that road, I'm gonna stay in the parking lot. I'm good.
Like I already told you, I'm over here. Where you at? Like, you know, that's what happened to me in the last 5 years. Alright, so the last question I had.
Wait, did we do everyone's 5 years?
Yeah, we did Rohan's, we did yours, we did Lamar, we did Jason, and we did Justin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Alright.
Yep. For the last question. How much amount of money would you consider life-changing for you at this moment right now?
I already told you before. It's like
100K.
Enough to clear everything off.
Okay. Why do you?
A little bit extra.
Okay. Why do you say 100K?
Because a man once told me if you get 100K, you can play your cards right and be set for the rest of your life.
Okay. So. Okay.
Honestly, I don't even think you need that much. You can be set with less than that if you play your cards right.
Yeah, kinda.
So, if you were to get 100K, how would you make your life set? Like, how would you play your cards?
I'd buy a big ass fucking lot, have a bunch of businesses rent it, fucking renovate it, and then fucking have them businesses come in and pay me rent. After that, just flip houses.
Do you have like certain business that you would like to rent, or just anybody can?
Anybody can. Like if a dentist office needs.
So you're renting
office,
a loft space. So
Yeah.
It's like a loft.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's interesting. What about you, Chase? What amount can change your life right now? That's a great amount.
I just want to know.
He's trying to calculate how many zeros
financially
in the number he's thinking of.
It doesn't have to be a crazy amount, like $1 billion. I just need a good.
Yo, what?
I said it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
I mean, but Jason, you're kind of fine. It's not like you got some religion.
No, I know. I'm saying, but like, if I can have a little, like, not a crazy time, like, that's what I'm having.
Sorry.
Come go for me.
Fucking dickhead.
He's like, I want about.
Fucking humming Naruto to Jason.
I want this man.
So how much is it, Jason?
How many zeros?
I guess like 100K is fine. Like it's a good reasonable amount. Like
yeah. I thought you said 100 zeros. I was like, what?
I don't really.
100,000 zeros.
I was never one.
Come on, Mikey.
I was honestly never one to really care about being rich. I just want to be good enough where I can live my life. I can have myself stable. I can worry about my family, whatever, if they need help or whatnot. Care for myself. Living good. Living my life. Doing what I love. Like, money doesn't matter. Whatever I'm doing now, like, it's not a lot, but it's enough. Whereas, like, I'm not really stressing. I'm fine. I'm not fine in the sense, like, this is good.
You want to be comfortable.
I'm not.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, what about you, Lamar? Yes. What is your amount that's gonna make it life changing for you right now at this moment?
I'd be more than fine with 100K. With the 100K, I would definitely invest 80,000 into more stocks. I currently only have about like 600 invested into Microsoft, but with the 100K, I can invest a shit ton into Amazon. Those stocks are fucking expensive.
This dude.
Bro, imagine like investing in like any toilet paper company pre-COVID. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Them niggas.
But you would have to predict the pandemic. Well, if that dude was smart.
Well, no, I reckon there was a good window between like before it happened. Like when the pandemic started, but before toilet paper became like a huge fucking thing. Like that was definitely a time period where you could have caught on it in time, but I don't think people were thinking about capitalizing.
January was your buy time.
Yeah.
In February, they didn't really start cracking down till March.
Right, it was definitely. I just don't think people were really thinking about that. I don't think people were really thinking like, how can I use the pandemic to my advantage in the stock market? I mean, there was definitely some people.
Soulja Boy was thinking about soap, so I don't know.
Oh no, yeah. To be fair, he was fucking onto something. He was in the right department.
Soulja Boy's in
If they want to capitalize off of somebody's death, they definitely will capitalize off.
Yeah.
Damn.
What about you, Leo? What's a good amount? Maybe what's gonna be life changing for you right now at this moment?
I think. Okay. My thing is, right?
I think like money's really a problem for you. I don't know, like.
Okay, but that's the kind of thing I was getting to. I am in a very fortunate position where I get to keep a lot of what I earn. I'm not paying a lot of rent. Blah blah blah. So when I don't think there's any money that would be necessarily life-changing, but it would definitely speed up the process. Like, okay, if I could choose an amount, I would figure out, okay, I don't know how much it would be, but like, I would think of an amount that allows me to, for example, leave my job, right, like straight away, hand in my notice tomorrow, start taking some online courses in real estate, buy some houses, and start getting people living in those houses and paying me rent, right? I'd become a landlord, right? I think that if I could choose a sum of money right now that I could just have, then I'd be like, okay, I'm leaving my job. I'm going to take some courses in, like, you know, being a landlord and financing houses and down payments and all that stuff. And I'd start working on that. I think that's the route I would take. That, you know, that's definitely something I could do further down the line. You know, it's not like I'm rich. I don't have the money to do that for even one house right now. Like, that shit's expensive to get into. But if I, you know, like, everyone's kind of going with the 100k area right now. Yeah, if I had 100k, that's exactly what I'd do. I'd leave my job and I'd start getting into real estate, because there is a lot of money to be made in real estate. So I think that's the path I'd take, and I think one day maybe I will take that when I have the money to actually go into real estate and stuff. But like, I don't think there's any amount of money that's really going to change my life right now. I'm able to buy my stuff. I can take care of my mum. You know, I don't need her buying me everything. Now it's the other way around. I bought her PlayStation, I buy her PlayStation Plus, I buy her stuff from the shop and stuff. Like, I'm finally able to take care of my mum the way that she was taking care of me growing up, when obviously I couldn't pay for myself. And I'm content with that. Honestly, I bitch a lot. I don't like my fucking job, and for the longest time I didn't like where I was in life. Now I'm in a position where I can't complain. Like, am I rich? No, I'm nowhere fucking near it. But I have enough money to be comfortable with where I am. So I can't complain too much, honestly. Would I like to be rich? Of course I would. But I would still be doing the same thing. Living in my garage, doing a podcast with the boys. Like, I'm not that kind of person who would be rich and the first thing is like, let's go buy a mansion. No, the first thing I would think of was, okay, let's buy a nice house. Something with a bit of room. Right?
I'm gonna get a condo.
Yeah, like, you know, I want something that, like, you know, maybe I can have, like, a couple spare rooms, you know, maybe have, like, a music room in my house or something, but it wouldn't be a house much bigger than, like, you know, what you're buying regularly, you know. It's gonna be, like, a family house, I just don't have a family, so the kids' rooms are music rooms or something, that type shit, right? Yeah, I'm not looking for anything crazy, I'm looking for a comfortable living space where I can do my thing. A mansion is honestly too much for me. I don't really fuck with that. It's too much. Mansions are fucking huge. Especially if you're living there on your own. Like, fucking, I'm not dating nobody. I don't have any friends here that I'm gonna bring into a mansion with me. So unless I buy a mansion in the US to bring you guys in, I'm not living in a mansion on my fucking own. I'd be terrified. Fuck that.
That really makes you feel alone in the world.
Yeah, it's like the more space there is, the more you realize you're the only one filling that space. Like, I don't want a mansion unless, like, there's a whole bunch of us with money to live in a mansion. But if we're just talking me, I just want a comfortable living area, living space. So.
Well, for me, I would say 75k to 100k. And basically from there, I can just get myself my own apartment. And then basically just take care of the LLC, all these type of business licenses that I would need, the seller's permit, and try to either invest into like a clothing brand that I could do, and then pivot from there and try to buy like a building where I could just rent out like a place so I could start my own gym from there, and then from there just try to either invest more into the podcast or invest more into YouTube. So from there I'm just bouncing it off the other.
We should get BreadNation merch someday.
Oh, trust me, that's coming. I just need to figure out
T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, limited edition glasses.
I'm gonna get my seller's permit soon.
Yo, okay, I cannot be the only one who's seen this ad on Instagram where it's like the glasses where you put them on and you press a little button and they glow up like an anime. I know someone else has to have seen that ad.
Nope.
Make that a reality.
Oh,
I don't see ads anymore. I'm pretty sure I turned that off. Turn off personalized ads and shit.
Nah, like, there's this one ad where this dude, like, does an anime pose and, like, presses this, like, small button on the side of his glasses and they, like, super, like, bright light up. And it's, like, in those anime scenes where, like, the genius pulls up his glasses and it's, like, ray of genius. Like...
I don't really see ads that frequent anymore.
I do. But I don't really care for them. But I just find some of them funny.
Pretty sure there's, like, something you can't turn them off. I think you can reduce that frequency.
Something like that.
You the hyper $1. I want that shit. That shit cleans your ass. Like shit, man. Just sprays the freaking. I don't want to go into detail. Just know it cleans your ass.
It's a bidget, whatever. Is it bidget?
I don't even know.
No, there's a proper name for it. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like bid something.
What, that shit that sprays the shit?
Yeah, like it's more like for those more fancier like, apartments and shit. It's not really common. You gotta like get a bidet. There we go. That's what it's called.
Bidet. So that shit that sprays in your ass is called a
Yeah.
bidet? What the
It's like-
hell?
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah. Like
but
wash
it's
your
usually-
feet in that shit.
It's usually separate from the toilet though. Like, which is
Oh yeah, I know that. I figured you would have to buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
literally like a
this-
sink, but looks like a toilet. But it's a sink. Kind
Yeah,
of.
that shit ain't
It's a
cheap.
sink to wash your booty hole.
Basically, you
Yeah,
that baby
that or
wipes.
your
Now I
feet.
got you. I got you, big girl. You don't need no baby wipes. I got you. Sit on the toilet. Sit
Hey,
on my toilet.
fucking yo.
My toilet speak to you. It's alright.
Yeah, it's like a
Good
bidet or
evening.
some shit.
My toilet start talking to me. Good evening. Oh,
That's
baby.
your toilet.
What you mean? Toilet can be fancy. Can be gold for no reason. Just having a gold toilet but don't use it. Imagine.
Something
Imagine.
that premium.
Yo, have you guys ever seen like those Game of Thrones toilets?
Nah.
Bro, honestly, like just go on Google and just look up Game of Thrones toilet. And like there are literally toilet seats that just look like a throne out of Game of Thrones.
Oh, what the?
Like you sit in that shit like royalty. Like
I need one.
See, why do people need these type of toilets? You do know you want to be in there for a minute, right? Unless
Bro,
you just
not
got
if you're-
some bowel
not
problems.
if-
Only
bro,
be in
nah,
there for a minute.
not- yeah.
Taking the power.
Bro.
Unless you got them bowels.
Bro, I'm that motherfucker
Problems,
who
like-
goes in there with like my laptop and shit to scroll through YouTube and read
Exactly.
articles while I'm on the toilet. Like
Exactly.
I will be in there for a whole 20 to 30
Okay,
minutes
I would
sometimes.
never take my laptop in. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're smoking. But
I mean, you're sitting down, like it's just
I'll
comfortable.
take I'll take my phone.
Yeah, I normally take my
Okay.
phone, but like sometimes if my phone's about to die and I gotta
No.
charge it, the laptop's coming with me to charge
No,
that
it
bitch.
just stays in the room and we just wait until we get back.
Yeah, bro.
And
I got a
bring
toilet
play-
on laptop,
Oh,
so I just
oh,
take
play it
off
out,
the
you know,
the
play
sleeve.
outside your door. You feel me? Put it out 100%. Play outside your door. Yeah.
If you really want to, they bring your fucking charger to me. If you really want to go that far.
Bro, I don't want my phone to die while I'm scrolling through YouTube.
And you just
It's not
bring
awkward
it
sitting
with
on
a
the toilet
charge.
with no phone.
True.
I don't know.
It's like, damn. You know,
Oh, no,
I
I
can
feel
wait
like-
another 10 minutes. Let my shit charge.
See, I feel like if I were to get a gold toilet, it's not gonna be in good use. It's just not.
Oh my god, this is exactly what I need.
Huh?
Oh, let's go.
What are you doing?
No, I'm talking about something.
I'm just saying, for the BreadNation house, if you get a good toilet, a gold toilet, I'm not gonna be using it all the time. No.
We're not getting a gold toilet in the BreadNation house. I mean, like, if you guys want, like, ensuite toilets,
Y'all not
like,
gonna get it.
one of y'all can have a gold toilet, but...
Because I'm gonna get one in his room.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna get
Lamar, you can have an ensuite bathroom with a gold toilet. All to yourself.
So,
We want nothing to do with it.
I would like a jacuzzi just to chill.
Oh, we definitely need a jacuzzi, bro. Like, a hot tub or some shit.
I
Like,
want some type of pool. I don't really
Yeah.
care. Like, that would be cool just to do some outdoor workouts or something like that. Just water workouts.
I want, like, a table sports room. So, like, table tennis, snooker / pool.
Word.
Like...
Sounds cool.
Like a game room, but not a game room as in consoles. I mean, there can be, but not necessarily consoles, but like physical games. You know, like, bro, I'm sorry, we need a fucking darts board. I don't play much darts, but we need a darts board just to
I
say we
used
have
to
a
be
darts
nice
board.
at that. I used to be
No,
nice.
I've definitely
lost
played it
I lo-
before, but I've not touched a darts in fucking
I
years.
used to be nice at
I
that.
was never good at darts.
I would like to see it. I would also like to build an outdoor court for basketball. How could I too?
I want to use a pool, man. It's funny.
I'm just saying, we're gonna
Oh,
need a
the
lot more than
basketball
100k to pay for this shit. Like,
Okay, what if it was 100K each? That one.
that's 600k. I don't know if that's enough. Maybe.
What you mean? The outdoor court does not cost that much. To build one, it's literally 10K to
Built-in pool?
15K.
built-in pool.
Now,
ain't
pool don't cost so
much.
much either.
Oh no, no, pools don't cost much.
Okay.
No, foods don't cost that much.
Look, with the tables, them shit's what, like $300, $400 for food board and tennis tables, they not that much.
Depends, but yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, unless you're trying to get some fancy shit that is oversized, I don't know. I doubt it.
Diamond-studded, gold-plated tables.
Yeah, to play table tennis. Like,
Yeah, do you want to pay for that,
gold
Lamar?
paddles.
Carbon
Gold
fiber
paddles.
paddles. Alright? None of that cheap shit.
That ass fucking ball can't break. Shit not even rubber. It's just fucking metal. Imagine. Probably wild though. Like, alright, so if you were to get like a British house, how do you think? Like, how big should it be? Like, where would we have this? What would be an ideal place?
We need a place with at least like 7-8 rooms. And I say that because you have like the main BreadNation, which is like a 6. But then we need like a 7th room, maybe even an 8th room, like for guests. Or like, you know, just people coming over and stuff. Like, we need a room for them. We need every room to have soundproofing, so I'm not trying to hear y'all fuck in the middle of the night. So I'm just, I don't want to wake up at like 3 in the morning to Lamar beating his shit to hentai in the fucking room next door. Like, I don't want to wake up and next door just fucking hear. Like, feel me? Nah.
I'm gonna say I'm going ape shit on that.
Alright, soundproof room.
Just be like, Lamar, who's in there with you? And he's like, no one. Wait, what?
I guess we can get to the rules in a second. I just want to know like how we should get the layout. And shit. Like, you know, it's like just hypothetically. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, well, if we were gonna have that, then it would need to be like mansion size, right? So
yeah, some of the rooms. So, what do you think? Do y'all want cold weather, hot weather, in between? Like what?
Tropical.
Why would you want anything that's not tropical? Come on. Like, Rohan, are you trying to have a BreadNation island? Bro, imagine we had an island called BreadNation. A fucking yo. Like,
okay, this is how I see it. Like, you can always just turn off the AC, bro. You know, you can't turn off the fucking cold, man.
No, but you can turn on the heater.
You can't take off your clothes.
Heaters are trash, bro. Heaters are trash.
Bro, once you take off your clothes, what are you gonna do then when that shit is like 110 degrees outside?
Bro,
you can't go any further than that.
What are you talking about?
Like, just
forget how
no,
AC
we'll just have like a human-sized freezer that we can stand in to cool down.
You're just gonna walk around the
bro,
house.
Did you forget
No,
about ACs?
okay, but I don't think he
But
talking about
you're gonna walk
hot
around with
ass
the AC strapped
weather
to your back.
Yeah.
No,
Walk around outside.
But I don't think he's talking about like
Do you
Arizona
wanna wear
weather
3 fucking jackets, my nigga?
Like, okay,
what you
I
want?
want to be somewhere where it rains at least sometime during the year. I like me some rainy nights.
Perfect balance of weather.
Bro, with tropical weather, you got amazing beaches. Like, you ain't gotta worry about the snow. Like, who wants to deal with slushy, like, snow?
Who wants to
like,
shovel the fucking, like, driveway at 3 in the morning
definitely
in
not.
December?
Come
I'll do
bro.
it, but I don't want to.
I'm trying to play in some snow. Fuck.
Who wants to deal with that?
Are there
Just
any,
do it.
like, decent mansions in, like, Cape Verde?
Cape Verde? Hold up, what?
Or, like, Cape Verde, Cayman Islands.
Oh, I'm about to say, it's Cape Verde. Excuse me?
Cayman Islands, are there any, like, decent mansions there?
No, like, I've definitely seen, like, some nice, like mansion. Like, I don't think it was, like, OD crazy, but it's pretty big, like. It definitely more than what we need, like.
Right, my only thing is, like, if you have, like, 6 of us in a house, how strong is the Wi-Fi gonna have to be for us to, like...
Everyone's getting their own personal routers.
We can just have, yeah, we can just buy our own router.
Okay, just 6 routers. Got it. Sorted.
That's the only logical way, though. Like,
honestly.
Well, okay, I think we'd have to have like 7. We need like 7 routers. We need like our 6 routers, and then we need like the public router for guests.
Ain't nobody touching my passwords. My login. Mine.
That's what I'm saying. We the
just
public
have
router.
just have a guest one. Just leave that shit somewhere
Yeah.
in the living room.
Bro, think how much money we have to spend on like TVs and shit.
It'd all be like
I'm not spend that much.
separate.
TVs are.
What the hell?
Like,
I'm
it's
not
cheaper.
getting no humongous one. Just getting that, you know.
Well, no, but like you need a giant one for the like. If this is a mansion, you're not gonna have a small TV in the living room. You need a giant motherfucker, right? And then it's like in our rooms, I know for a fact I want a TV and I want like 2-3 monitors for my PC, right?
It's not gonna be that, but it's like a one-time
big
price,
ass
though.
LG wallpaper.
No, it's a one-time purchase, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, think about like the immediate like when we first move in there, the immediate purchase. That's gonna be huge.
Bro, the fact we can afford a mansion, that doesn't matter.
I just want.
I have high hopes for everybody.
Like, you know, if you can afford a mansion, a TV ain't gonna mean shit.
I just want to have like a certain amount of stuff. So if I want to move out, it'll be easier, not difficult.
Like you trying to split up the Bread Nation?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, what, we gonna live there for 20 years? I doubt it. So, like,
I don't mind.
I'm just saying,
Bro,
like,
if
you want
I'm like
to make sure
40
you have,
and we
like-
vibing in that Bread Nation house, I'll stay living there.
okay,
Now,
good,
okay,
I'm just
the
saying.
only
That's
thing that
just a
would
second house
the
at that
only thing that would make me move out of the Bread Nation house is if I was starting a family with someone. Feel me? Like, I'm not gonna start a family in the Bread Nation house. I'm sorry.
No intention of doing that.
So 7A rooms, climate has to be in between some tropical.
Like,
Oh.
definitely no culture. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's
You really don't be
definitely the
fucking with
worst
cold
option.
weather?
No, it's trash.
Alright, so no one has like a designated spot.
It's like,
Or
alright,
idea.
the only time it's nice is when it's like in between, and that's not all the time though. It's like you either get
Sure.
some bullshit heat.
But I'm just
or
saying,
some
like, does
bullshit
anyone
cold.
have like a designated spot, state, place, or whatever?
Like this. like, the
Okay,
only
so
place I
Going to
can-
Texas,
listen
baby.
listen to this.
No.
Listen
whoa,
to this. So I'll
Texas is,
put
like-
I'll put a link to this in
Saint-
You said
Discord,
Texas,
right?
nigga? What?
Yeah, bro.
Are you trying to die?
Yo, listen to
See,
this.
I
So
don't
trying to
mind.
die.
You see, okay.
let me get this.
I don't mind Georgia,
actually.
but hell no to Texas.
Okay, firstly, we're either gonna get shot or we're gonna get a fucking heat stroke. Like, it's
Not
one or
every
the other.
part of Texas is like that, just like how not every part of Georgia is like that.
But that's
Man,
different.
start
Though. Georgia's
going-
easier to
start-
find a spot. Georgia's easier to find a spot than Texas. Like,
Boys, look, I just want you
Okay.
guys to take a look at this link I put in Discord. This is in the Cayman Islands. It is a mansion, 8 beds, 7 baths, and 7 full baths and 2 partial baths, 15,000 square feet, 6.4 acres, 29. Oh, that's 29 million. I thought that was 29 grand. That's 29 million.
nigga.
Just
Either
all
way,
this-
either way, like
You
that's
showed us
not
some
bad.
bitches that we
Not
can't
ba-
afford.
No, but look at that place
Oh,
though. That's type nice.
Because
Find a
finally,
nice place like this in Texas, it's cheaper. Housing is cheaper over
Alright,
there.
find one right now. No, find one right now.
Got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
I
this
thought that was a
spot
full stop.
probably definitely want something in in between, not like this on the edge of the island. Like, you definitely don't want to get a house. That's
Well,
terrible.
like, okay, so
Hurricane
I'll show you this other one, and then I'll send you a link to like the thing I'm
if
looking at.
something goes wrong, we get bad like weather, there's like a storm or some shit. Like,
So this is another
kind
one
of-
for just under 40 mil.
kind of fucked. You know, like, you remember that little saying, like, you know, don't build your house on.
And
the
then
sand.
this is
That's
like
one
the
of
full site I'm looking at.
39. Look.
Yeah, 39. Well, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to find a cheap one? Like,
Bro, I'm just saying. You got high hopes. God damn.
So
bro.
what's the limit then?
I don't know.
A billion?
Here's the thing. Like, there's
Yeah,
one.
Actually, no.
Look, there's one here that's like 5.5
Okay.
million, but it's 6 beds.
Okay. Let's think realistic. 6 of these. So, if you want to obtain this, you gotta think of the salaries that we would
Okay,
have to-
I have a more reasonable
I'm
one.
just
here.
saying.
I have a more reasonable.
That's what I'm
one.
saying. Like, no, I want to be realistic. Let's not like go into jail. Like, I'm not saying this isn't possible for us. I'm just saying, like, let's try to be
How
a
about
little
this?
bit realistic.
How about this? Just under 8 mil, 9 beds.
Okay.
So if you consider 6 of us, $1 million each, right? Plus 2 million split between.
That's see, that doesn't sound too bad. That sounds realistic. Who the fuck is
You
jail?
can't.
Also, I'm only looking at for sale because I'm not trying to rent a mansion. That shit's gonna be OD expensive. No one's trying to rent that shit. Okay, there's another one here, right? Bit smaller. Seven beds, 4.4 million. Well, about 4.5 million.
Oh, I forgot about. Okay, yeah. Let me add that into the filters.
What?
My beds.
Yeah, we need at least 7 beds. 6 for us and 1 spare room.
What the spare room? Bro?
Because if people stay over, where are they gonna sleep?
Fucking couch, living room.
Dude,
Bro, if we are making more than $1 million each. Oh, this one actually. So this one, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the look of this one, but it is 3.9 million, 7 beds.
that sounds good.
So at this point, we're coming down to like, you know, 600-700K each. Feel me? I love how we're talking about mansions as if we'll ever have the fucking money for this shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said think we
It's
how
gonna take a minute, bro.
It is, but if we put our minds to it, if we really want to do it, I feel like it's possible. That's what something realistically. Like, think of somewhere that we can actually go and we can afford this. If we all put our
if we can't do that, we'll just get 2 houses side by side.
That work. See,
Get two small mansions.
See, this is why I love you, man.
Yo, chill.
Cause you think, man.
See,
because he thinks.
To be on topic with the episode, right? This is what we need, that positive mentality. We can do this, we can make this money, and we can get these places, bro. We need that positive mindset. Like, if you sit there your whole life telling yourself you'll never have enough for a mansion, you're right, you'll never have enough for a fucking mansion.
Big fucking.
Honestly, man, if you like find the right spot, like right location, you can get like just 2 4-bedrooms like they're next to each other, and just because sometimes they like build the same like thing. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but
yeah, like, to be fair, we could get like, you know, 2 3-bedroom houses, essentially.
Yeah.
So,
and when you think about it, 3-bedroom houses are a lot cheaper than these.
And if it comes down to it, and we want to leave, we can just rent them out or sell them.
Facts.
Mansions is a bit hard to get rid of, though. No.
So, alright, since we agreed to a house, alright, what type of rules should we lay down? Hypothetically.
What do you mean?
Hypothetically. Like, rules. Like, obviously, there's gonna be
rules. Rules.
Yes, rules.
Okay,
yes. So, Dr. Chasen, I need you to speak.
Okay, so I feel like Justin should be in the same thing.
Immediately goes for Justin.
My fault. I've been doing shit, but I'm still here.
Okay, no, like I want to get this out of the way.
We're doing rules.
Rule number 1: do not fuck in another BreadNation member's bed. I don't give a fuck how horny you are.
That goes directly to you.
What? I'm not gonna fuck in any of y'all bed.
Nah, remember what you said before?
What?
You said my fucking kitchen? Like,
that's the kitchen. That's fine. That's not your bedroom.
What? That's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not fine. I eat that. It's fine. We'll have 2 houses. 1 kitchen for cooking, 1 kitchen for fucking.
No.
Nah, I'm playing. None of that. I've already said this. I will not fuck in the kitchen.
What? You got a post-meta idea? What?
I said I'm not opposed to that idea.
Oh, I thought you said.
What, of having 1 kitchen for cooking and 1 kitchen for fucking?
Yes.
See, someone's on it, bro. He gets it.
Yo, what is good with
You can't live that plain doggy missionary your whole life. Like you gotta branch
said
out,
I
spice it up.
You gotta branch. It's like a YouTube channel. You gotta branch out, bro. Like, spread your wings. Like,
there's outside. There's a pool. There's mad things you can do.
Oh, so we're allowed to fuck in the pool?
No, that's off limits. No.
What is that off limits? You can clean the water.
I'm not gonna swim out of your juices. Hey, yo, come on. I'm not doing that.
That's
Yo,
like, it doesn't even matter.
you
Like,
dive in the
okay,
pool and you just see your homie's nut like on the other fucking side.
Honestly,
Bro, but he's acting like we're not gonna clean the pool. Though.
Well, we're not.
Yeah,
you
That's
better
what
clean the
money's for,
fucking
to
pool.
pay people to do it. Nah, kid, I clean it.
Oh, just clean the pool.
better fucking clean it.
For one, like,
Better than the kitchen.
I don't know about that.
Like you
G.
can't just clean the countertops
probably
and
have
stuff.
to have that shit like emptied out every so often just to keep it clean. Because even though
That's what I'm
like chlorine doesn't
saying.
really like getting little
Too
nets of
much.
chlorine doesn't really do shit. Like
Yeah, like, it
that's
needs to have a
something
good
you
clean
can-
regularly.
Yeah, like not too frequently because
No, just like, I mean, like at
I'll
regular
say-
intervals.
I say every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Bro.
Every 2 weeks. I think
Yes.
do the little chlorine, the
There's
net thing
probably
every 2-3
there's
weeks.
probably like a
Every
proper
couple months.
timing for that. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is, but like you can probably figure that out.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
think it'd have to be like, you know, every like maybe 2 to 3 months, like a full clean, like completely drain the whole thing out, clean it all down, like every few months. That one.
Yeah, because some people don't really do that. They're just like.
Yeah, it's like it's good to keep
Yeah,
it
that's
clean,
it.
but it's like with a house. You can you can hoover
That
a house and
water's
stuff. But every now and
contaminated.
again, you need to like completely do the whole house.
That water's contaminated if they don't clean that
Yeah, with fucking Mikey's nut because he wants to fuck in the pool.
shit. What y'all try to do in the kitchen? I don't want to hear this. Like, no.
Okay,
Mine
but
is reasonable. People do this.
But the nut is not
Like-
gonna be floating on in
Bro,
the air.
people
in the
fuck
kitchen.
in the
That nut gonna be
kitchen.
swimming in the pool.
Yeah, in their own house, not at their friend's house.
it's not our friend's house. It's the BreadNation house.
Exactly, even worse.
Sure, welcome to this episode of BreadNation. Today we're going to talk about why Leo was fucking in the kitchen last night and breaking a rule.
Oh, okay. They say you should drill your pool every 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5. Okay, so I wasn't bugging. No,
Said
bugging.
weeks?
It makes sense.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
Years.
Oh,
Years?
3 to
Wait,
5
why?
years. Most
Wait,
professionals
why
recommend
years?
draining your pool every 3 to 5 years in order to keep TDS levels low. How often your pool needs to
Oh.
be drained, depending on number of factors, including overall
what is
use.
TDS? What is TDS?
It's
TDS?
probably
That's
gonna
what I'm
be
about to
more.
look up.
See, these
I
are the
feel like
things
it-
that we'd have to look into as well.
Yeah, you can definitely do that more frequently based on like how much actually like. How much
Is
it actually
something in the
cost?
water that we not that can kill us?
Dissolved
It's just the
solids are
chlorine
mineral
levels. I'm
salt,
pretty sure that
metals,
has to do with
cautious.
the chlorine levels, maybe.
Oh, like things dissolving into the water,
Okay.
materials from the pool, other shit.
Alright.
3 to
I
5
guess we
years.
just.
Do that shit every 1 to 2 years, man.
Okay, I do the 1 to 2 years. We could agree to that. I don't know about 3.
Yeah, and it says, like, it also depends with how much you use it. And I'm sorry, if it's our own pool, I'm probably going to be in there, like, every fucking day.
Going
I
for a swim
hope
every-
that we
every
are
morning,
in there.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it's
we
like, you
all
know,
would be in
wake
there.
up in the morning,
that
go
would-
grab a coffee, go for a swim, you know, do a little
That would have
workout.
been that would be a waste of a pool. If no one goes.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
it's gonna be my
Happiness.
daily.
Like, I feel
Yeah.
like, as a group, we need to have that mentality of, in the morning, we get up, you know, get a drink or whatever, do, like, a workout or something, all get in the pool, swim around a bit, like... I feel like it would be
Yeah.
healthy for us to, like, all be motivating each other to do this shit. You know what I mean?
I don't need no motivation. I'm gonna be in there regardless.
Yeah, because he like the water.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. But I'm saying, like, you know,
You know,
getting in
I'll
the
have that
exercise
book.
every day and shit.
Don't
Mikey's gonna
worry,
be a
I'll
personal
have that.
instructor for us.
So I'm saying I'm gonna have that freaking
what?
whiteboard right there.
He's gonna be coaching
That
the swim team.
whiteboard.
BreadNation swim team coach.
What are you gonna do? Put times when someone can go in the pool?
No, nigga, what the hell?
Yeah, bro,
We're all
Mikey,
cracking our-
if you need an extra source of income, you could literally do lessons at the house.
I was thinking that for like training kids for like basketball and shit. If you want to do pool, bro,
Even that, well, I should be like, you know, whether it's like teaching kids to swim or whatever, or like, you know, even for
Because, like,
adults doing
I was
like
thinking eventually
exercising
it's
lessons
just,
and
like,
stuff. Warm-ups.
eventually I just wanted to have like, you know, we could have the own gym basement instead of going to the gym. Have your own gym right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to have our own gym. That'd be good.
Yeah, basically.
Question is, okay, let's say we were going for
Ooh,
this.
slow down. What's going on?
Yo, Chase, what's going on with
Chase,
your mic?
your
Chase?
mic, fix it.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, let's be hyper realistic right now.
Yeah.
If we went for this,
Yes.
How long do you think it would take?
What, to get the whole house?
Yeah, like from now.
28.
If we start grinding now, how do you think it's gonna take? Because like being realistic, if we're not gonna move into the mansion until we're 40, are we even gonna move into the mansion?
I don't know, not
I think by
40.
2028 or 2029.
Something like that.
What?
That's a long time.
What?
2028, 2029.
You think?
2020 now.
You think?
Alright,
No, it said 2028, 2029,
I'm
Chase.
21.
Yeah.
I would say
Like,
about 6 to 7 years. I'll say that.
you
be
think to
perfect.
make $500,000 each?
Once again, that's what, only a year earlier than
I'm
me?
just saying that's the expectation I put to myself. I really don't know. It could be next year for all we know. We never know. Like this shit. Like you never
All
know.
I know
Someone's
is that-
YouTube or some shit could pop off. You never know.
I'm guaranteed to hit that deadline by 2029.
That's what I'm saying. That's funny. That's the same thing for me. I don't know. I would say either 5 to 6 years from now or 7. This is realistically speaking.
Yeah.
Unless you think we can hit it earlier, do you? Like, you think if we all just day in and day out, just grinding whatever, like the Chaser was doing his YouTube, same thing with Justin, and Lamar doing his.
I think we
thing,
could.
whatever,
I think
and
just
then-
like a big issue right now is like me and you need to figure out what we're gonna do. Because you
Yeah,
and
that's what I
2K
said,
is
give
one
us
thing,
6 to
me and
7 years.
games in general is
Yeah.
another thing. Like I think me and you need to really get our shit together right now with YouTube. Like, it'd be a
Everybody.
huge help.
Somebody
Yeah, I mean,
had once told me that you want to do what you want to do, you need to make sure you have as many forms of income as possible.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
everybody, start up a YouTube channel, invest, do whatever you need to do.
That's what I've been doing. I started up a YouTube channel, then I made another one. Job. That's 2. I don't even know if I could do
Like,
that.
I want to go back to
one.
like Twitch streaming, but I just need enjoyment in games, and I don't have that right now. You know what I mean?
See what the PS5 brings to you. That's all I can tell you.
I'm praying, bro. I am like dead at like okay. I've said what I've said about 2K and stuff, but what I'm really looking at is Godfall. I need Godfall to be good. I need Godfall to get me out of here.
Yes.
I need Godfall to like re-immerse my love for games, because that's
Honestly.
that's currently what my bargaining chip
Nah.
is on.
I already know Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Make Horizon Zero Dawn 2 videos. You could
I
do
don't know,
it.
I'm not really. It's not even that. Like I just. I don't really
You go
care
for the
about
enjoyment.
it. It's not that. Like I love the game. I just don't really care for the whole streamer thing. I don't know. I want to do something else. Don't know what the fuck it is. Man.
How come you never did like type of like tutorial? Because you always grind out games.
Yeah, like you could deadass do like trophy guides or like, you know, like
feel like
weapon
you would've-
guides, where to
I
find them
feel
and
like
stuff.
you would have been perfect for stuff like that.
For
Because I feel like you would get the game, like if you were to get a game, I feel like you would get it done early or in time where you could just put out tutorial.
Like
videos.
you have like a good like when you get into a game, you understand it really fucking well. And like you could really put that to use.
And I feel like your voice would work because people, like, it sounds like we can understand it. It's understand. Like, I don't know, it just motivates you to go do this shit. like this is what you do, you get straight to the point.
It would,
You
it'd
get all
definitely be
types of
something worth trying, and like, especially like
Yeah.
right now as well, since you're not doing a whole lot and quarantine is still a thing. Like now would be a great time. Just experiment with it. You don't even have to like upload anything right now, but just like see what it's like to record something and edit it, and just see how you feel with that. You know, I think you could have some fun with it when you like once you find the right thing for you and you get into a groove. I feel like you'd have a ton of fun with it.
I don't know, 'cause I feel like you grind on games a lot, so I feel like why don't you just record it?
Like, bro,
Maybe
do you
one
realize
video.
how many Monster Hunter videos you could make? Like, obviously, Monster Hunter's a bit like that game specifically is kind of, you know, diluted at the moment. You know, there's a lot of people doing that type of content. But like, you know, again, like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, when that comes out, you could do guides on a bunch of shit for that. It's your cool,
Yeah,
bro.
'cause usually I would go to you for like certain guides. And shit. I was just like, why don't I just? Why don't you just upload?
Bro, how many times have we been playing Monster Hunter and you hear me go, Rohan, what should I do? Rohan, what should we farm? Rohan, what should I equip?
Just,
Rohan, what
bro,
should...
but it's not even just Monster Hunter. No. It's
No,
not
but
even
I'm
just-
saying, like, for example, when it comes to him knowing a lot about games, Yes,
like most of my information comes from like just like looking shit up though. It's just not like.
True,
I mean,
but
obviously there's a lot of things I figure out on my own, but like still.
yeah. I know, but you gotta understand. Like, other people do the same shit. Like, they look at other people and just rinse and repeat. Or
look at the 2K community.
Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you like have your way of saying it, which you do, you're just gonna follow.
You can copy my homework, just change the words a bit.
Like, where's the thing? Like, oh, because like I don't know. Usually, if I needed help in a certain game, you just already have the information available. Like whether it's Spider-Man, Shadow of Mordor, Monster Hunter, or just any game that just do a hard grinding. It's like you just have the information just right there.
That's your shit.
Tell you what not to do, not to do. Even if it's a mobile game, you would know. like
AFK Arena, like that's your shit.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying something you should try out like games. I feel like you're just perfect for it because I know that you put the time in, and there's YouTubers who put the time in first, beat the whole game, and then they just lay out what they think they should have known. There's so much shit you could do with it.
And in your spare time, you can do tech reviews. Because you love your tech. Do tech reviews.
It requires money to review shit.
Yeah, that requires money. Like,
that's something
like,
later.
Yeah, that's down the line. But I'm saying, like, that's an opportunity that's out there.
We'll get the tech reviews when he get there. I said, let's start off simple.
Let's start off with cheaper stuff.
Hey, I'm spitballing ideas, I'm just saying, you don't necessarily need something to judge its hardware.
Oh, you don't.
But no, there's a few different things out there. There's definitely quite a few markets you could tap into. Maybe that's the job you've been seeking all along. Online.
No, there's nothing really. It's like I have a lot of ideas. I just haven't found something passionate about it. It's like really, it's like I don't know, like like a couple of years ago, maybe 5 years ago, it's like I thought like computer engineering was like it, but then like I realized how boring coding is. It's like fuck, this is.
Same thing.
It's like, damn, like, I would like to learn this, but I don't want to sit here and do this. This is really
yeah, I think, especially with something like coding, it's not necessarily that coding is boring, it's learning to code is boring. Like, once you know how to code and you're coding your own games and all that shit, that's probably fun as fuck. But when you're learning how to do that, it's just fuck off.
Yeah, it's the beginning stage. It's like,
it's such a grind.
There's nothing really interesting about the beginning stages of it. Like, it's just really... Honestly, it's just so bad.
I feel that.
I'm just like, fuck, do I really want to do this? Like...
But realistically, to get this house, I don't know. I feel like within a span of 10 years, we should have it if we work hard for it right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's more finding something that I'm just going to stick to, and it's just like, alright, this is what I want to do. Like, that's more the issue.
And like, if you're all for this house, then I'm willing to do it.
Like I said, when PlayStation 5 comes around, I'm full grind.
I'm already getting my school shit.
I don't know. I don't feel like I want to do like my own individual like channel. Like I don't feel like I'm like I don't know. I don't really care to be like a YouTuber. I don't mind like making something someone else to like.
I can't wait till like at some point down the line. Like, if BreadNation was to get bigger and, like, all our individual channels were to get bigger, there'd be so many people, like, where's Rohan's content? I want to see some solo Rohan content.
Like, I will, like, try to make some shit and, like, I don't know, I'll just throw you guys away and see what you want to do.
So I'm kind of like that in the sense, so, like, there's a YouTuber called Cricken2 who did a series with Vati Vidya and someone else playing Dark Souls, right? And it's like, Vati Video always does like lore videos and like, you know, things you may not have known about the Dark Souls series and those kind of videos. But seeing him just play the game and enjoy the game and fuck around watching Cricken's videos was like, wow, I need to see Vati playing the game. Like, I need to see him actually having fun on the game. Which is why I started watching some of his streams and stuff. Because I always find that whenever there's someone who like, there's always someone you just want to see more content from. Like, you see them in a group and you're just like, I want to see what they're like on like your own.
Oh.
Welcome back, Mikey. Mikey, Justin.
I'm right here. You're good.
Oh,
how you feeling? No, I meant to say Justin, but I said Mikey. Justin, how you feeling about this this mansion in Cayman Islands?
I'm down.
You need to be on that YouTube grind, my friend. Better be on that grind.
I just finished the second video.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
I just fucking have to buy the software, and after I buy it, fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, Justin, I looked at your other video, by the way. I fucks with it.
Yeah,
I
I changed the music a bit. I had to find remixes of it.
Yeah, no, but I did actually go through. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched like half of it or something, because then I got the gist of the video from that. You know what I mean? But no, I fucks with it. If I was actually into fighters, I would have watched the whole thing. But I'm not into fighters, so I got halfway through it, and I was like, yeah, you know, he knows what he's doing. This, you know, this is fine. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I did actually get around to watching it before you complain at me for not watching it. I have reviewed it. I approve.
I to be honest with you, I figured either you did or you didn't. So
yeah, no, I did actually get around to it. No, okay. So the editing software he's using the free version. So there's a big watermark on it, and he needs to pay to get rid of that watermark. So he's editing a bunch of videos. Then he's gonna pay for it to get the watermarks off and start uploading.
Yeah. Right now I'm just redoing the black one.
Is he using Filmora?
Huh?
Yeah, he's using Filmora.
Yeah.
I wish you gotta pay for Filmora.
You do.
Yeah, there's a free version,
but
how much? I don't know.
It's I think like 30 a month, and then like 60 or 50 for lifetime.
Oh.
For lifetime? Sure.
I can do that now.
That doesn't make any sense. Why
Wow,
is it
I'm about to drop $60.
Wait, send me the link.
Wait, don't just go into this. Like, just buy some editing software before you compare it to other.
I mean,
I'm using Filmora 9.
I've seen a lot of reviews for it.
Yeah, Filmora 9.
Yeah, like, is there anything better before you get like some random shit? Like,
Okay, yeah. So you've got an annual plan, which is $40 a year. You've got an annual bundle, which basically comes with like some extra stuff, which is like on offer right now. So that's $100 a year, which is normally $160 a year. But there is a lifetime plan, which is $70 one time, and that's it.
Yep.
What is it all?
Exactly. Okay, I'll send you a link to the thing right now. Give me seconds. Just go to Discord.
It's really like that. How did that do it?
Okay, so the only thing you're missing out on with that the annual bundle gives you unlimited downloads from their standard library, and you get new effects every month, and that's not part of the lifetime plan. But it's fine because you get no watermarks, 3 updates, you get access to all the features anyway, and free tech support. So you're just missing out on new monthly effects, but you'll get them eventually, and I'm assuming you can import effects and stuff anyway.
Yeah, it's better to import your own than
yeah.
to...
So it's really and that's individual. There's also business ones and educational ones, like pricings for those, but I don't know how they work out. So.
The hell is $99 doing?
99. That's the annual bundle, but you'd have to pay that every year. But like I say, if you scroll down a bit, you can see you have a couple extra things that you don't normally get. But see, honestly, I'd probably just use like Adobe Premiere Pro. Let me see how much it is.
That nigga called me.
I want to know what was the best editing software to use.
yeah, you probably have to look into that.
Honestly, it's like
expensive as hell.
Well, I'm looking at how much Adobe Premiere Pro is right now. Let's have a look here. This has gone like completely off topic, but it's fine.
Fine, that's still motivation for me, niggas. Mentality.
Okay, so if you want just Adobe Premiere Pro, it's $21 a month. Okay, yeah, so there's a monthly plan which is like $31. There's a annual plan paid monthly which is $21, and there's an annual plan prepaid where you pay for the whole year in one, which is $239. That's a mad there's no like forever. Like I kind of like that Filmora has that like lifetime plan. Let's have a look here. Oh, Cyberlink, I remember that. Let's see. Yeah, iMovie, Adobe Premiere Pro, and Final Cut Pro X.
I'll see if you just for them.
Let's have a look at this. Final Cut Pro. Not that shit. Oh, that's an Apple product. Final Cut. Let's see. Buy. $300. God damn. Oh, but that's only for Mac, so. Oh well. Fuck it up. Why was it? Oh, fuck me. It's like 3:20 in the morning. Jesus. Yeah. Right, what's left? Or are we wrapping it up?
You sure we're done? We're just talking about random shit.
Yeah, we are just talking about random shit.
Like this. Yeah.
Mikey, did you touch on everything you wanted to touch on this episode?
Yeah, basically, man. I feel like everybody's mindset is changing in a good direction. So yes.
Alright, bet. Let's sign it out then. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share to everyone you know, because we're not buying this mansion anytime soon if no one knows who we are. So
Copyright. When we said goodbye.
Yo, bro, imagine you could copyright the phrase "remember to like, comment, and subscribe."
No. It's the way he said goodbye. It was raging
Alright, fuck it, we're gone.
Someone try to copyright shit.